Hello and welcome back to the Turing test. We're at part 5. I'm talking this intro before I move forward because Thomas will talk over me immediately. I've learned this in the past 4 chapters. Watch, here he goes.
Ava, are you okay?
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Ava, you said it yourself. Teleoperation makes sense. We used drones on Mars. Why not use drones on Europa?
Not human drones.
Ava, are you okay?
It was a bit of a dick
What?
move.
Ava, you said it yourself. Ava, are you okay? What?
Why did the
Ava, you
ISA
said it
install
yourself.
implants in the crew?
Teleoperation
It is
makes
due to
sense.
the fundamental
It's
aspects
it's
of
gone
human
wrong,
use.
isn't it?
Drones on Mars
He's
together
talking
combined
over
with the
himself.
International Space Agency calls
Try and just follow the
human
subtitles.
It has been made clear that the human element is neither
we're all
peripheral
right.
nor optional in the pursuit of space. However, the human element is unpredictable. The implants are fail-safes, put in place to ensure that the
I'll
thoughts
wait
and
for him to
actions
finish
of the
talking
crew
before I swap
matches the
consciousness.
desires of the ISA.
This is one of those classic things where people who are writing sci-fi stories, no, that's people who are writing like movies and games in a sci-fi setting, just naturally assume that for whatever reason, astronauts and the people astronauts work for are somehow untrustworthy. I don't know if they are or they aren't. I've never met one of them. I'm going at
Why control
record speed
people?
right now.
Can't you trust us?
We chose to install biometric chips in all ISA astronauts for one simple reason. We cannot trust people. The stakes are far too high. It was determined that though the probability of life on Europa being dangerous was low, the risk to humanity was catastrophic. We could not let a small contingent of humanity endanger the whole.
I wonder what kind of life they're expecting. Let me think this right. I need to get back into him, which I can do through the doorway. But if I switch this, then I can't get back into Ava. But I can remote get back to her. I need to see. I need line of sight to get into Tom, but Ava I can just do whenevs. That's my favourite way to appear nonchalant is to use the term whenevs. Or it's an abbreviation that makes you chillax. Right, I thought this would open. Needed to power it. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's quite good. They've given me a whole new load of puzzle dynamics suddenly. Like they gave me the switching ones before, but these are more. But you got to remember the old ways still.
Our distrust of human explorers was warranted. When we informed them they were grounded, they responded violently, with sabotage and subterfuge.
Sabotage.
They have continued to seek their own.
That's 2 of my
benefit above
favourite
that of
words:
the
sabotage
ISA.
and subterfuge. Okay, let's swap to Tom. Turn the stairs back on, I presume. Yeah. It's weird. Tom's controlling me, but he can't solve the puzzles, so I need to control Tom to solve the puzzles. It's all very. There's, you know, if I was willing to explain it better, it would be very sci-fi. I should look around this corner before I do this. Okay, all right, I know what to do. I just gotta get that out of there. It's fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. Do not need to worry one bit. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I think. Wait. Oh, you can have both of them going. Yeah, the only thing is, how do I get power up here now? Because I can't. Tom, can you do anything here? What's your situation? If I swap that, I could... Yeah, I need to... Alright. So you swap that back. I need the power cell needs to be in that one down there because I can get that from all angles. Yeah. Could have done it a bit quicker, couldn't I? Yeah, Tom, is the door open? Yeah, I'm still a little bit confused on those switches, mainly because I've never quite looked at them close enough to fully understand the wiring. Yep. It's a good job Tom did it like this and not trying to control me the whole way, because she'd have lost an arm.
This is a violation of human rights. You've made me into a human drone, a slave. How could the ISA approve of such a thing?
It was
You may
their
be
idea.
consumed by a moral outrage. But sometimes the removal of freedom is for the greater moral good.
You're a machine. You don't even know what freedom is.
It's a bit harsh, love. Okay, so I'm seeing I've got magnets. I suspect Tom can control them eventually. I've no power supplies yet. That's just flat out of the way. Ah, there's a power supply. So I'm guessing let's power this magnet up. See what Tom can do in here. Okay, yeah, he can control the magnets as I thought. This one's turned on, so I pick that up. That'll close the door next to me. No, it won't do anything. Ah, right, okay, so it only goes this far. So what's the overlap? Alright. Presumably that will open the door, but I still need to power said door. And, you know, being up here doesn't help me figure this out. Where's that door powered from? Back there. Okay, so I didn't actually need to jump down. The thing I need to work out is how to get that box across the room. With just the magnets. Let's put it back on there. Back to 1, as they say. Where is it? Put it in there, didn't I best just check that this does actually open the door. Right, it does. Good. This is all valuable data early on. Right, so I've got to get through there. Definitely have to do that. What does that one do? Ah, it's a conveyor belt. Okay, that tells me exactly what I have to do now. So step 1, power that up. Swap to Tom. Lift with it. I was worried there's going to be a bit of a timing involved, but I forgot. Tom just moves this. I don't actually have to worry about what's it called? About turning it on and off. Ava's going to do that. So hopefully this falls and lands. Yep. Turn that on. It's not so fast it throws the fucker. Oh crap! It wasn't super good, was it? All right. Turn that on. Have Tom move it across. Apparently he can do that for whatever reason. I think that's... the angle's not great for seeing, is it? And then simply turn that off. Power the door up and we're home free. I quite like that puzzle. It was neat. I feel like that was demonstrating all of his abilities.
Why the ground crew doesn't trust you, Tom. You made them into drones. You stole their free will.
Free will
They
is
didn't
an
want it.
illusion. They have put their interests above the interests of the ISA and of humanity. That is why they distrust me.
This puzzle
They would have no
seems
issue with my control if it
too
aligned
easy.
with their ignoble
What's that red
goals.
light? That's the door.
How could they trust a machine that has a back door to their minds?
You can always trust a machine to be logical.
Yeah, I say it's too
will
easy.
always do the right thing.
What can
You'll
Tom do in
always
this
do the
situation?
logical thing.
What can he... I bet. He can power these a bit. Alright, so this is actually a fairly easy puzzle, but it may take a bit of time to do just because I have to keep swapping back and forth. So far, these puzzles so far, I said so far too many times, are kind of just tutorials as to Tom's abilities, aren't they? I like the fact that they've done it this way and not giving you a hard puzzle to learn how to use them. that comes next, I assume. Looking at this diagram,
This is slavery.
I reckon there's
Do
2
not be so
chapters left
melodramatic.
after this one.
You signed up for this. You had the implant installed. This is not slavery. This is for the good of humanity.
I didn't know.
Every member of the team
I think
had
it's
the
still
implant
slavery.
installed into their right hand. Every member of the team agreed.
Ava, you must learn to control
I was meant to
him.
find out if I could stand on those beams. Oh, was that Sarah? Is that an extra voice? Right, so we got... I reckon this is a moving platform Tom can move. Yeah. Well, I'll move it to there, just... so if I hop on this... Oh, for fuck's sake. It's such a pitiful jump. And the most annoying thing, she can't jump and grab the ladder. You want to do it just because the minuscule amount of time it saves you. I don't know if I actually have to move this, to be honest. I think I could have got it from where I was. Move it back. This is odd because I feel like I already know that I can move stuff like this, but it is technically a different kind of platform.
My implants protect you from the power of your unconstrained will. You can either subject your mind to logic, or you can resist and have the fruits of your basest desires. The desire to survive over the desire to save others.
Can't help but think that I am not supposed to be... what does that do? Will he lift back up? Yeah, he will. So I think this is just a switch. Yeah. So even if I unpap, if I give it power, it will stay in its position to open the door. I'm starting to think, right? There's a little bit of a mini theme. Specox was my last series, and that was like, don't play it, you're a dick. In this one, all the crew are saying like, don't solve these tests. All you're doing is bringing Tom to us. Without you, he can't get here. But I'm doing it anyway, because fuck it. I'm almost at the last puzzle.
I do not understand your obsession with free will. Researchers have found that the subconscious makes decisions up to 10 seconds before your conscious mind becomes aware of it. So, we know that free will is nothing but an illusion. I cannot steal your free will, because it does not exist.
Yeah,
I can, however, influence your subconscious to make the right decisions. That is not wrong.
Yeah, no. What does that actually do? Keeps that door open. And that door open. Okay. There's been a lot of talking from Tom this episode. I think that's because the puzzles are relatively easy. Although this one feels a lot more involved all of a sudden. Great. Can I? No. Oh, I want it. Yeah, I knew it. I could just come through the window. Oh well. I felt like I could do it. That was the important thing to remember. Yay. Take that with me. Thank God that window was here, otherwise I'd have ruined myself. Let's see, I think... Have I got a charge? I haven't, have I? No. I'll figure that out in a minute. This pillar in the middle of the room is a massive annoyance. Let's use the window this time, shall we? Make life easier on ourselves. Oh, good. I'm starting to worry I would have to carry the bastard. Where is the door? It's over the other side. Means I have to use this to get it across. I'm glad I thought about that now and not when I was over the other side, because that would have been an additional ladder climb, and those are somehow very annoying to me. Though I do like the fact that you see your hands. That's a nice touch. Apparently the way to solve the issue of ladders being annoying as shit in first person is merely to put your hands in it. I can think of a few games where they do that already, and yes, it does work. Home free. It's Tombot. Look at it. And it does look like it was Johnny 5, the robot from Short Circuit I said last time. I wonder if he can do anything. Can he go upstairs? He can go upstairs. Can he fall? He can fall. Gravity works on him. Can we go through here? He can. Yeah. So the rest of the crew sat watching me. It's weird. She was doing really well on all the tests, and then she just sat playing with a robot for 4 hours. It's an unusual move. Right, so that
You can't just manipulate someone's mind.
Your parents manipulate you. Your friends manipulate you. Your society manipulates you. And your experiences manipulate
You can't use ladders, I'm guessing.
Manipulate is not a dirty word. You manipulate clay to make art.
There's
If
no
people
way he
are
should be able to
manipulated
take
to
those
make better
ladders.
decisions, then that is a good thing. This is why society advertises the adverse effects of drinking and driving. To manipulate people into making better decisions for the common good.
Look, Tom, you don't
It's
get
not
it.
the same as altering someone's physical mind. It removes my power to decide.
You never had that power.
Okay, so I
So it
actually
is
just
better
ran
than
around
I
here for
have
no
it.
reason.
You are either
of a
a slave
bitch.
to your impulses, or a slave to mine.
Nearly fucked over and jumped over that little wall again. Is this just the exit? That's too easy, wasn't it? Okay, here we go. Big story moment. Shorter episode this week, wasn't it?
This is the evil they found. This is why we have to stop them leaving Europa, Eva.
It's
What is it?
beautiful.
Mostly extremophiles. Tiny single-cellular life. It can never leave Europa. It could potentially destroy Earth's ecosystem if it were ever introduced.
I mean, I see ice, is what I'm seeing. Alright, let's check out what we got. Triton X100. Now, I can see that orange symbol, right? That X means irritant. That's all it means. It can mean irritant or harmful. And those are basically the same thing. Don't touch them. I think harmful is worse, but they still have that black X. And those symbols, the blue, the red, the yellow, I think, in theory, that coding system will tell you the yellow is normally explosive, the blue is dangerous to the environment, and I think the red is flammable. But I think that's just put on there for effect, because all that would also have its own symbol like the black X. In fact, looking at it, it clearly says harmful above in writing. I can't read the rest though. But yeah, that's a nicely labelled bottle. I like that. What else we got? Some more bottles of the same chemical. Given the quantity, I would expect that to be some sort of solvent, generic solution that they use for conducting experiments. This little bad, but this will be something a bit nicer. Ribonuclease EC 31273 Arnase F1. I would suggest that this is some sort of chromatophore. Be honest, I actually just that is a word. I think it's not really the right word. Oh yeah, I want to read this, and now I've twisted it, and I'll never get that back the right way up, will I? Oh, it's not good. Damn it! I've ruined it. Oh god. It's like giving a child a completed Rubik's Cube, and they'll make like 2 turns and pretend they've completed it, but then they'll accidentally make too many turns and not be able to fix it. Right, what am I saying? These are lab notes. Actually, yeah. So they tested 4 groups of something. Looks like they're infecting and irradiating what they found. So yeah, there's the control, and okay. They're looking at the DNA of this thing they found. And they've got ethanol. That's good. That one, yep, should be harmful and highly flammable. Although it's debatable whether it is harmful. I would say not really. There's a lot of stuff that's written as harmful. I've remembered now. Harmful was not as bad as irritant. Irritant, you get it on you and it will hurt a bit. Harmful, it'll get it on you, and if you don't wash it out in like a week, if you like jump in a pool of it, you might not like it, but just, you know, it's not that bad. Technically speaking, stuff like petrol, I think, is harmful, but you don't give a shit if you get that on your skin. WD-40, that sort of thing. Right, Tom. I can't go in this, Tom. Was that all there was in here? There's nothing. I want more data. Please re-establish server connection, lab systems. I mean, presumably they trashed most of the computers and that, just so it wouldn't send data across. I read that one. Ah, cheeky. That looks like an electron microscope image to me. I would presume scanning electron microscope, mainly because I can see it over there. Are any actually? Oh, this is probably no. That's clearly just corn. I'm trying to work out if there are actually any samples in here. I think all these plants are earth plants, and they're seeing effects. Back to this. Europa radionucleus isolated from molecular. Alright. Made of attachment, microscopy. It looks to me like what they found here can have a symbiotic effect of some sort with human cells. This is what's called a thermal flask. It's used for keeping hot beverages hot and cold beverages cold, not at the same time. It does this through a vacuum layer of insulation. It's very low tech, but hard to make. Alright, well, that was episode 5. See you next time for episode 6. Or chapter 6, I suppose. Thanks for watching.